Fall has officially hit here in Missoula, and winter is coming fast. As a solo backpacker, this is usually the time of year when I slow down. But during the off-season this year, I'm doing things a little differently. Instead of losing my strength and confidence during the cold months and feeling like I have to start all over again in the spring, I've committed to training in the off-season this winter so that I can stay strong and ready for my next adventure. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Kathleen, a food-motivated hiker, solo backpacker, backpacking coach for women, and the Hungry Hiker here on YouTube. In this video, I'm taking you with me through a week in my life as a solo backpacker and giving you a behind-the-scenes look at how I've been training for backpacking in the off-season so far this year. If you're excited about this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for new videos each week about hiking, backpacking, and tips on how you can plan your next outdoor adventure. Today is my favorite day of the week. Monday. I know, unpopular opinion, but Mondays are my favorite day of the week because Mondays are when I do my weekly training hikes. To help hold myself accountable to doing my training hikes throughout the winter, I gave an open invitation to all the students in my program, the Confident Solo Female Backpacker System, to join me on any of my training hikes each week here in Missoula. Today, one of my students took me up on that offer and is joining me, so I'll be doing the hike with one of my students. I'm so excited. Today, we're gonna hike to the top of the M Trail, as it's known as. It's a very popular, iconic trail here in Missoula. If you've ever been to Missoula and you see the big M on the side of the hill, that's the M Trail. And if you look closely, you can see the 14 switchbacks that get you up to the top of the M. The M is just only part of our hike today. We'll be hiking to the M, but then we're going to continue hiking to the top of Mount Sentinel. And then from there, we're going to do a loop. It's about 7 or 8 mile loop. We'll go down the backside of Sentinel, come all the way around, and then go to the top of the M and then come down the switchbacks. So it's a total of 7 or 8 miles. I think it's over 2,000 feet of elevation gain. Most of that elevation is done on our way up to the top of Sentinel. So it is a grueling trek up to the top, but then it's super cruisy for the rest of the hike. Also, today is National Take a Hike Day. Naturally, we have to go on a hike. I'm really excited. Today is going to be a super fun hike, and I'm super excited to hike with one of my students. One of the things that I've been working on over the last 5 weeks has been consistency. Since I started this 6 weeks challenge at my gym, I've been doing things like going to the gym 4 times a week, getting at least 1 training hike a week, walking at least 10,000 steps every day, drinking 70 to 100 ounces of water every day, going to a yoga class on my recovery days, and even unplugging my computer and reading a book before going to bed. It's been kicking my butt in the best way possible. And last week, week 5, was probably the hardest week so far of this challenge. Towards the end of the week, my body was really sore, I was really tired, and I was even thinking about maybe not going to a workout or a yoga class. But I went anyways, and I'm really glad that I did. And now that I'm in the last week of this challenge, I've decided to extend this challenge personally for me. So I've decided to go through the end of the year with this same routine of going to the gym, doing my training hike each week, drinking my water, getting my 10,000 steps in every day, because I feel really good. I feel amazing. Honestly, like, even if I don't win this challenge, doesn't really matter, because I've already accomplished my goal of signing up for this challenge in the first place, which is to get into a routine, instill some healthy habits, and be consistent with my off-season training before winter starts. I've even up-leveled my nutrition, and I now meal prep all of my meals and snacks for the week. I'm way more productive than I've been in a long time. I'm getting really good sleep, and I just feel really good in my body. After completing my morning workout at the gym, I walked around downtown Missoula to get my 10,000 steps in for the day.
Then I came home to eat lunch, which is this peanut miso chicken rice bowl I put together as part of my meal prep for this week. After lunch, I decided to get a change of scenery for my workday and go to a local coffee shop to work for a few hours. Then I headed home to host a weekly group coaching call with my students in the Confident Solo Female Backpacker system, and then read my book before going to bed.
I always like to spend my mornings focusing on me. In the mornings is when I go to the gym, do my workouts, get my 10,000 steps in. And then the second half of the day in the afternoon is when I spend a lot of time in front of my computer getting my work done. This morning, I am going in for a semi-private session. This is actually my last semi-private session of this 6-week challenge. So after the challenge, my routine will change just a little bit. So instead of spending 4 days in the gym, I'll spend 3 days in the gym in a class format. And then 2 days out of the week, I'll be doing a hike, which I would much rather be hiking anyways. I'm a hiker. I'm not a gym rat, but the gym is super helpful because I'm able to go in there and use the weights and do a lot of strengthening, conditioning, training that helps me with my hikes. So after the gym, I'll go and get my 10,000 steps and I will be sure to bring you along with me. So let's go work out. That was a sweaty one. Okay, let's go get some 10,000 steps in. So normally after the gym, I'll walk around downtown and get my steps in. It's pretty flat, but today I decided to switch it up and take a little walk up to this area called Bluebird Preserve. Get a little elevation, switch up the scenery a little bit because I don't want to get bored. And it's like a mini hike, which y'all know I love hiking. So get my little mini hike in to get my 10,000 steps today. We're gonna go up that way to see the overlook, and then we'll loop, and then we will come back this way and go back down to the trailhead. Complete the loop. Now, back to the trailhead and to spend the rest of the day on my computer. Now it's lunchtime. What I've been doing over the last 5 weeks, going on week 6, this is week 6, is I've been meal prepping all of my meals for the week over the weekend. So today for lunch, I'm having this peanut miso chicken that I cooked in the slow cooker, and it's on some rice with some roasted broccoli. Super easy, really good protein, and really good flavor.
After lunch, I had an enrollment call and enrolled a new student into my program. I'm so excited. I just signed up a new student and she's perfect for the program. Then I spent the rest of the evening editing a video and reading a book before going to bed.
Good morning, back at the gym again. Today is probably the toughest class of the week for me. It's a strengthening class, it's lots of weights, reps, and this one, I always get my butt kicked. Wish me luck. Holy shit, that's a hard class. Every week, the strengthening class is the hardest class for me. My arms are already sore. They're gonna be really sore tomorrow. All right, let's go get my 10,000 steps in.
On my way home, I had to make a quick stop at the post office and then headed out to get my 10,000 steps in for the day with a walk through my neighborhood. This post-workout snack has been one of my favorite snacks lately, which is low-fat cottage cheese and tomatoes, drizzled with balsamic glaze, and some everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. And because my workout at the gym was on the harder side today, I followed up my snack with some electrolytes and creatine to help with hydration and muscle recovery. Since starting this challenge 6 weeks ago, I've been logging all of the food and water I consume throughout the day in the Chronometer app. This app has been instrumental with helping me get in all of my target daily macros, including protein, carbs, and fat, set by the nutritionist I've been working with. For lunch, I had this chicken rice bowl with roasted veggies, and for dinner, I had chicken fajitas with a side of fresh peppers and hummus. All of these veggies on my plate, who am I? The rest of the day wasn't terribly exciting because I spent most of it working behind my computer. Even though I'm a solo backpacker, not every day is spent out on trail up in the mountains.
This morning, I went to the gym. This was my last gym session for the week. So I did 4 sessions at the gym this week. This morning was a lot of cardio, a lot of riding the stationary bike, a lot of sweating. And so now I'm gonna get my 10,000 steps in. And normally I will walk around downtown Missoula, but this week I really wanted to switch it up and get a change of scenery. This morning, I am at the Barmeyer Trailhead, and I'm gonna do probably like a 2.5 mile loop, about 800 feet of elevation gain. Normally there's a pretty view of Missoula at the overlook at the top, but this morning the clouds are kind of low. They seem like they're lifting, and the forecast says it's supposed to be sunny by 10 a.m. It is now 9:20 and it's still pretty overcast, so debatable on if the sun is coming out. I'm still gonna do this hike anyways. I consider this a mini hike because it's only 2.5 miles, but I will still have my pack with some weight in it and get my steps in and enjoy the change of scenery.
You know, it's funny. With all the solo hikes and backpacking trips I've done over the last 8+ years, and all the videos I've shared here on my YouTube channel about my solo adventures, you might not know this about me, but I used to be absolutely terrified to get out on trail by myself. But with lots of trial and error and spending thousands of miles out on trail by myself, I now feel pretty confident on my solo adventures and honestly don't think twice about hiking alone. Hiking is one of the best ways to train for hiking and backpacking. But if you're always waiting for someone to go with you, you might not ever go. With solo hiking and backpacking, I don't have to wait for someone to go with me. I don't have to coordinate schedules or deal with being flaked on. I can go whenever I want, wherever I want, as often as I want to go. And if you're watching this thinking, I really want to go hiking, but I don't have anyone to go with, or I want to start planning my own solo trip, but I'm not sure how, I totally get it because I used to have these same concerns too. This is literally why I created the Confident Solo Female Backpacker System. I was tired of getting flaked on, tired of waiting for the perfect time to go hiking, tired of talking myself out of getting to the trailhead, tired of telling myself someday or one day.
Well, so much for a view.
Inside my program, you'll learn everything you need to safely and confidently get out on trail alone, and you'll get access to an incredible community of amazing like-minded women located all across the country who are learning and growing right alongside you. Click the link down in the description below to learn more about the Confident Solo Female Backpacker System and how you can apply to be part of this program.
So I just finished my mini hike, and I thought my map said it was 2.5 miles, but my Fitbit clocked me in as hiking 4 miles, which that's fine, I'll take it. So definitely got my 10,000 steps in for the day. I'm starving, so I'm gonna head home and eat some lunch.
All right, so for lunch today, I'm having another chicken rice bowl. This one is a chicken, mushroom, sesame, ginger rice bowl with some roasted veggies. I spent the afternoon working on my computer before getting ready for the party at my gym tonight, celebrating the end of the 6-week challenge. Today is the last official day of my 6-week challenge at the gym. And honestly, I'm really proud, not just of the inches and the pounds that I've lost over the last 6 weeks, but the fact that I stuck with it. I showed up for every session at the gym, showed up for every training hike, walked 10,000 steps every single day over the last 42 days. I'm now motivated more than ever to continue doing this for the next 6 weeks and finish out the year. If you're looking to put together a training routine of your own this winter, I say go for it. Start by figuring out what your goals are, then meet with your doctor and a fitness professional to help figure out a plan that's going to work for you and your goals. Start small and stay consistent. I didn't take first place in the challenge, but I did tie another person for second place and won a recovery day at Cryo Method. I'm super excited to check this place out. The weekends are typically my recovery days and when I like to go to yoga. It's also when I meal prep for the upcoming week. This week, I'm meal prepping turkey meatballs with mashed cauliflower and roasted vegetables, along with buffalo chicken and roasted cauliflower tacos. And I'm also making chicken stir fry and prepping my oatmeal for the week. I love meal prepping because it takes the guesswork out of what I'm going to eat each day. It makes it easy for me to hit my daily macro goals because I've prepped all of my meals ahead of time. I did have a few bananas get a little too ripe, so I turned them into banana nut bread, which I'll have as one of my pre- or post-workout snacks this week. Well, it might not be glamorous, but this is exactly how I've been training for backpacking during the off-season so far. If you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more behind-the-scenes videos like this one. Don't forget to subscribe for new videos each week, and hit that bell icon to get notified each time new videos are posted. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy trails, and keep on trucking.